can't ball for. You get nothing for ball for. Whoop, one next week again.
Shut your mouth. Can I get an answer to me, sister?
Would you beat your children?
Chances are no. For with some kids, it will work. With some, it won't work. It all have to do with how you teach them from the get-go. Aggression will always be there until you probably talk about it. First, most parents don't know to communicate with their child. No. The communication level is low.
You're not supposed to ban come on this earth and put your hand on nobody at all.
At the end of the day, this is my opinion, Melody's opinion, so don't take it personal, okay?
So you just throw that in that big stuff?
No, but that's more than them know, because them have a tendency, you know, to whenever people attack, them feel this, alright, oh, you want to talk too, so I'm going to the comment section. No.
No.
I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You know, my boy Dindin from the Dindin Official TV. So, from your CR, you know what time of day it is. We are here with a next discussion. You are?
I'm Mel from Mixed Beauty Mel.
Alright.
We will be talking about beating children as a form of discipline, if we agree or disagree, if we think it helps or it's more harmful to the children. So the good thing about today's discussion is going to be
about,
yeah, he's coming from one side of the spectrum and I'm coming from the other. I grew up not being beaten at all, and he grew up, you know, facing those kind of stuff. So I think the first question overall would be to find out if you agree with it or not, and after us talking about it, I'm going to ask you the question again and see if your opinion changed.
Alright, okay. Wait, let me clear something. When me say me get beaten as a child growing up, you know, compared to other situations that I've seen, my own wasn't that bad, cause a little minor something might do, or you know. So go ahead.
So question, do you agree with it?
I mean, in a sense yes, and in a sense no. It varies, depends on the type of child you have. Some of them you can simple as to them say, oh, alright, here one, don't do that. And you're surprised, see them don't do it, and they have some, no matter what you said to them. It's like the only way you find out say it work out when you lead them. You might think in yourself, say, oh, that's good, but it's not good. Cause if you're constantly, picture this. If you have a piece of board and you constantly take a screwdriver and a screw it, what gonna happen? Eventually, it will go through. And no matter how you screw the same spot, it not gonna make a difference. So eventually, them will get used to it, and therefore you're not gonna have no control. So therefore, it bad at the same time. I don't know if you understand my way of terminalizing it or which word you want to use, but it bad, really bad.
So it's more bad to you than good?
Yes.
Like, can you put it in a percentage?
Percentage?
How does the bad outweigh the good?
70-30.
70% bad and 30% good?
Yes, 70-30.
So you honestly feel like beating a child has, alright, just to use your own experience,
Mm-hmm.
beating you, has that helped in you not doing what they wanted you to do?
No. Because eventually I still not gonna do what they ask me not to do.
So how is it?
So
how
that's
is
what
it,
me I try to show
how is
say.
it good?
In some ways it is good and in some ways
But
it is
how? Where does the 30% come from?
bad. Alright. 30%, as in 30% is the good side.
Yeah.
If you know say somebody constantly they behind you with something we know to do. Whenever you go down the road or whatever and the same stuff for the person asking you to do, come back to you. And you remember all of them lick the way you get. You go, if I'm what should I do it because you know say daddy or mommy are gonna beat me? Should I not? So that I go kinda have your mind also. So chances are you might not do it, but you still might sure, I just lick that.
But
And you know.
there are other ways to discipline your children for
So
doing
what's
something.
your opinion towards it?
I don't agree with it. I've never been beaten, so I definitely don't agree with it.
And you say you come out perfect, no?
Well, close to perfect. Nobody's perfect, but I was, none of my mom has 4 children and none of them were beaten.
When them say your childhood days is definitely they already in our mouth and the boy just got off or so. It's like it build a character.
It shapes you.
Basically it molds you. With some kids it will work, with some it won't work. It all have to do with how you teach them
But
from the get-go.
so, alright, straight up question.
Mm-hmm.
If you are to become a father,
Mm-hmm.
would you beat your children?
No.
Because, alright, what are some of you said there's 70% negative that comes from it, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are some of those negatives that you've seen come from it?
It builds aggression, for one. That are the major one out of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
To my opinion, it make you be more rebellious.
So it makes it even worse than you were before, basically. Okay.
Because whenever you get alright, it'll come like, how me put it? I don't want to put it in a bad way, and I don't want to make it sound too good. Me use this as an example again. When you want your siblings them catch up at home, alright? The person might be bigger in a body. No matter what you do, you can't win. Remember, each time you lose, it will go in your back of your head. And no matter what, you no care how many days pass, you can always remember that. So, there's gonna be this point where you go want to take revenge. And all of that aggression that is building up, remember, aggression will always be there until you probably talk about it or you resolve it in some other way. And even when you resolve it, there's still gonna be some form of remains left back because you're scared for life, basically. And everybody can handle certain stuff mentally or physically.
So,
Can I get an answer to me? I say so.
no, I understand what you say. I understand say it build aggression because I agree with that. Because it just teaches the child basically, so that's the only way how you can get somebody to stop doing
Or for
what
resolve something.
Yeah, and that is not the answer. That's why a lot of them grow up to be violent towards their wives and their children. Like nobody not supposed to have put their hand on nobody.
You have a strong point right here because even when I remember going to school and something will happen, what I normally say to myself? I have to show that boy they say you're not supposed to do that again. I try to prove a point here, say
It just teaches the child say this is the only way how you can go about it than if have somebody sit them down, because that's what my mom did with me. Anything she never want me to do, she sit me down and like reason about it with me and explain to me, say, yo, this is the reason why I don't want to do it. It might not work immediately, but
you always
I
remember.
think it stays with the person longer. And when they do get older, they are able to maneuver through situations better because there's a more mature way of dealing with it.
Yeah.
I'm not telling a lie now. One time, mommy put her hand on me. One single time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was basically, she asked me to do something and I didn't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then she asked me again and basically I talked back at her. And I was like around 11 years old or 10 or so.
Mm-hmm.
And she boxed me in my face. And
Can I
now
beat that?
that is my
What the hell?
I said she put
Yeah.
her hand on me. That's what I
You're
said.
born with gold spoon, man.
she boxed me in my face, and to the way all the box they hit me, me run go downstairs, and I thought was me a runway, and I come back and my mother box me in my face, and the box never that hot neither.
Wait, just
But
because.
because it's the first time, and
Yeah.
I was so old, and like that was like, oh shit, alright, we got too far now, you understand? Even though my far wasn't any form of really going overboard. But I think if something happens too often, as you say, you get used to it. It gets worn out. You know, with
So
the
you're not gonna have
screw.
no form
If
of
you
effect.
continue screw it in, the whole I get loose and the screw now have no effect. Basically, right? So if you get used to something, no matter how many times after you do it, it's just going to be like, alright, because even what you were saying, when you did say, oh, down the line, you might go down the road and in one situation, and then you don't think about say, I shouldn't do this, because my mother go beat me for this, But then again, it's going to be like, well, I can't take one more beating.
Yeah, because you
understand?
don't go through it already.
So you
it's- I just-
survive already. So it doesn't do anything in my eyes per se. There's nothing good about it more than in the moment you're degrading your child.
Of course, you do something, build a lot of aggression.
It builds aggression, it builds trauma, it traumatizes the child. It causes that child to grow up to be violent towards people. Can remember say, after you grow up, you're not supposed to come on this earth and put your hand on nobody at all. Not your wife, not your siblings. Siblings always are gonna happen still, because so when I grow up, everybody are gonna fight. I've fought with my siblings, well, just my Yumi. But my brother and my sister, they wouldn't fight to a leap. So, that is kind of more normal because siblings just tend to not get along. But outside of that, nobody is supposed to be putting their hands on anyone. But this growing up saying, oh, me I tell you if you do this and you not do it, and me I ask you repeatedly if you not do it and you still continue to do it. To them, it's just like, alright, whoop, beaten, for what? Like, that just not make no sense. I imagine, you put your hand on a grown-ass woman or man or something. Because it happens same with women, It's not just the men. The women that got beaten as children, they grow up to be violent towards their partners. Because everything, oh, you not do what me say or ask if you do, box in a face.
Yeah, because you basically go on the behalf of what you used to.
Yeah, like that is how they're used to dealing with situation, and it does not help. It not help none at all.
And the other thing what I think would have been more effective. Most parents don't know to communicate with their child.
No.
The communication level is low. Them way I say something to you and them think you get it, and at least them think you should have get it. You see it? And
all the typical like especially here in Jamaica, right? The typical, oh, yeah, beat your child starts crying, then you go say, oh sure, we have alpha, we get nothing for alpha, whoop, one next week again.
your mouth.
For what? Like you literally did something to make the child cry. Then you go say, me give you nothing for alpha. You not stop. If your child not stop, one more beating that fear cry. Like that makes sense.
A teacher will tell lie right there, say no.
Exactly.
Because you asked them if you give them nothing for ball for. Clearly you did.
Like there's so much.
And if them say yes, you lick them again. So them have to say no.
There's so much that goes into these type of stuff, and I really wish people would take it into consideration more, because honestly, it not help. I mean, the other disciplines, right? The less violent ones, it might take a bit longer to get through to the child, but if you started from them a baby, you know, cause that's one thing what a lot of people I think also do wrong. They in the baby stage, oh, it might just baby, making do
them
what
tend
do.
to run joke with certain stuff
And
what do with them.
Yeah, like so there's certain stuff that you already say, oh, you know, say if you continue learn, say this is funny to me, or you know, this the rude stuff that he be doing. No man, he might just baby, making do what he do and this and that, and then when he get older now and you want to get it out of him, you can't get it out of him, you know? You're not going to get it out of him no matter how much time you beat him, no matter how much time you talk to him. These are stuff that you would like have to start from there, like from them can understand. You just say, oh, if you do something, same time you draw him one side or something. Stoop down, I heard this helps a lot, I'm not sure, but stoop down to their level. So basically, if you have a small child, go down on your knees or whatever, so it feels like you and them are like equal.
On the film, yeah.
You understand?
You feel like dominant.
Yeah, talk to them. Because you know, anybody who's bigger than you and talks down to you, you always feel like.
Yeah.
So they say to get on the same level as your child and just try communicating with them and get them to understand. And the more you do that from the early stages, the easier it will be later on. But of course, if you let them be children for how long and this and that and say, oh, he will grow out it. Grow out of what? Like, I don't see any form of positive that comes from it. He said he saw 30% good that come out of it, but you still believe so?
No, as me say, it can be good and it can be bad. You see, it just depends on how you do it. Don't do too much of it, because alright, if you have a child, right, and at a certain age you find him must slap you. If you just constantly leave him, you know, he might just feel like say you're subnormal and leave and constantly anybody they might go lick. But when you make him know, say, oh, here what, that's a no, and him feel how it feel, he might go stop eventually. So
yeah, but
it kind of good and it kind of bad in terms, but would I more stick to the bad side and not something you're supposed to do, because that, to me, that's a slavery mentality. You know, back in the day when they used to beat the slaves, and that them used to do to make them learn. And even look into it. When you watch most, sorry no people, I go straight off of the topic. When you watch most slavery days movies, if though you see them beat the slave them so often, you think say them a change or them a do it because them want change? No, them a do it because they don't have a choice. But the moment them get a choice, what them do? They rebel. And not something good. You don't gotta build up anger in that person. And you are shape what that person is to be. Only God knows. So I don't think that's something you're supposed to do, in my opinion.
to me, there's no positive in there at all. None whatsoever. So, even though he says 70-30, to me it's 0% positive and 100% negative.
You see, as I say, you not grow up in that era.
No, but how has it helped you?
How it helped me?
Yeah.
I mean, me not soft.
See, like if you would never get beaten, you know, and you grow up soft.
But would I grow up wimpy or girly?
Why? Why
But
does
I have family members, you know. When I get no lick, you know, and all of them when I get beaten, you know. You have one ever woman them, you know. And then one them get beaten tough.
So beaten makes you manly?
I didn't say that, but it kind of have an effect. It can kind of curb certain stuff as well because you're used to certain stuff.
Alright, so let me ask you a question. For example, my sister, right?
She not get licked?
Nope. None of we not get licked.
Me not believe that.
None now when I get beaten.
She get beat when she got to school.
But that is straying from the point then. Why do you need to get beaten from your parents?
I never say you need to get beaten from your
You're
parents.
saying the good is all it make you tough.
No, me I try to find a good over it. There's no good in it.
So not that you have to say?
I already said that.
No, you said there's good and bad. And I'm trying
I
to
say in some
No,
sense,
no.
in some cases it can be good and in some
No.
cases it can be bad.
You can get
It
your
just-
toughness from all sorts of other places.
Yes, you can watch movie and get tough down.
You don't need to get it from
Watch movie and build
that.
muscle.
That now teach you no toughness.
Hey, people, at the end of the day, this is my opinion, Melody's opinion, so don't take it personal, okay? So yeah, you can do that.
So you just throw that in the middle. So
No, but that's me want them know because them have a tendency, for whenever people attack, them feel this, alright, oh, I mean, you want to talk too, so I'm going to the comment section. No.
no. Yeah, as I said, I don't agree with it. I've seen it often enough that it worked out. Like the pitney them grow up fine without being beaten. The one them will get beaten,
Aggressive.
they still rude as hell even when
Even
they're
worse.
adults. Like they just have this rebellion mentality. So it just carries on into their adulthood. And to me that just not worthy.
And the most of them, some of them when you see change, them change based off of how fast them mature. Because your parents might think of them change you, but no. You see, if you don't want to change, no matter what somebody tell you, it not gonna change you. Believe that.
Yeah.
Because
And the worst part of it, not only being traumatized and building up all this anger and stuff, like it literally makes person resent their mother or father. Like then like their mother or father after that. You understand? Like then grow up to hate them. Like say suppose, cause remember some abusive parents, must do nothing for them beat you.
I can't sound simple like something.
Okay.
Like them ask you if you put that dear son, you probably not remember and you say no and a being.
Okay.
Me normally get them stuff there so I know say yo, I don't want nice something.
And then you are there. All if say siblings involved, right? And the siblings end up push the blame on you and say, you do it even though I know you do it. And you are gonna get beaten, And that just you that they tell the truth all along. And that just gonna make you build resentment against your parents because you're like, me they tell my truth, me I speak being honest and stuff, and yet still me I get beaten. Like me just hate my mother and my father. And
the next thing we find parents for do as well. You see, if you do something, you might end up do something and not realize it. You might end up do something and not realizing so you do it, right? And because you do it that one time, no matter what happen, them are gonna always point the blame on you. Like, me that not for go so neither. Me not believe in that. Cause enough people out there are innocent, and they got off a cross, and parents are look, hey, are you? Me know you. How you know me? How you know she? How you know him? Tell me.
Yeah, so it's just like
the next thing is, as I just said a while ago, you see, instead of them come to you and ask you if you do that, or depends on the tone of voice or the manner how them come to you. Can I give you an example? Melody, are you put a phone right here, so? Yo, Melody, are you put that there, so? That not make you want to react different. Based on the aggression of how the person come. Sometimes you might not think you just answer the first thing you come to your mouth. Because what? No man, you
but
come
enough
like...
time they don't even ask questions.
They
just make an assumption. It's not even just tell us say you will come home from school and a straight belt that you're mute. Without, and you did it, how want me do, mommy, how want me do, and then I beat and I tell you nothing, you know. And then we don't just say, you know, you me tell her to stop doing something there. Now explain out what exactly, you know.
Yeah, like stop the
just
what?
beat you and
what?
you're like, so what may I get beaten for right now? What may I get beaten for?
And then after, then we say, didn't know you do that, but no, mommy, you don't get it already, you know.
Like, why is the communication happening afterwards?
You don't get it already.
That's crazy. But yeah, my mind still not changed. Still like 100% disagree with beating children. When I get my own children, I won't be beating them. I got to analyze now, there's temptation to do it.
Exactly, because sometimes they do something where
yeah, there
like,
will be temptation to do it.
It's like
trust and believe. But that is what I'm saying. Like I feel like if you try the other way first, like for my case where it's like when I was 10 or so, I get my first ever slap. That had way more impact than if me did I get beaten from a little bit, you know. That one slap there.
So imagine if it
have way more impact than than if me wouldn't get it from. Cause by then me wouldn't get used to it already, and it wouldn't be like, sure.
Exactly. So probably by then your mother could have talked to you and at all.
Yeah. So to me, it's just like the less you do something, the more impact it will have, basically. When it comes on to negative
aggression.
Stuff like this, yeah. So if me talk to you, and realize that not help you much in time, how much in years and stuff, and then you do something again what really piss me off, or something completely wrong, and then me decide so yo, me gonna give you $1. That you gonna look on that and say, but wait, all along mommy never put her hand on me, and what me like that would get you thinking that I gotta have the wheels in the air.
I'm gonna ask you a question. You can't put negative and get positive?
No.
Okay. No matter what you do, it not gonna go. No matter what you do, it not gonna go.
Yeah.
So it shows you can mix little of both, but you have to just careful how you do it. So you see?
No put no negative nothing. Anyways, guys, that's my opinion. Right now, said no, I don't believe in beating children.
No, I don't believe in whatever the topic we were just talking about.
So I can't say.
Just say it.
No, say I don't believe in beating children.
I don't believe in beating adults.
So why you can't say it?
I don't believe in beating children. I just say it.
Yes, say adults.
What me just say that?
Yes, say no, I don't believe in beating adults.
Guys, me know to hear me say it a while ago.
Yes, yeah, this year I get beaten for if I do your brother side of you.
Hey, when they say spell a word here, the word I did, you know, is yeah, idiot. Eh?
And listen, that when pick me at the schoolwork.
Hey, that make you not lie, but not all, you know, me can't tell about that, you know. You see book and afraid of it. Get all homework, me hide it, cause me no beat the back of that.
Them a say, yo, answer this.
You get homework today? No?
They say, like you sit down with your child and you do the maths question and you say, what, 2 + 2? And you go say 3. Hey. Yeah, idiot. And this man saying you go to school for?
Yeah, like, that no
Beer
work.
beating
That
back
no
at
work,
that
brother.
Okay.
That no work, brother.
Like, where's the encouragement? Where's the support?
There's more fear in that than anything else.
Yeah, you're teaching your fitness to have fear
me
of
telling
you.
There's one point, you know, me not like book none at all, because every time I think about book I beaten. Every single time I think about book I beaten.
Well, you survived.
I'm a change, because actually I don't know the word and that steer me pan.
Yeah, it can be dangerous for sure.
I was so aggressive, you know, man. You know, if you say not much to me, I want to fight, you know, but no. I'm a way different person compared to the road with them. Them I try to stay up on one road and I put up on a different road at the same time. So I don't know if you say. I may have said too much right now, but
I mean, it's your truth. You should. That's one of the important things, to accept the truth as it is. You have to be open and honest with yourself. You don't necessarily want to be open and honest with everybody around you, but as long as you can do it with yourself, that's already a positive, outlook. So, that's your truth. Everybody has their own truths, and that's just it. Remember, you don't realize in every video yarn. And soon can do a compilation of him yarning.
so you can't do me so.
Cause I truth.
You know much better the praise I beat them bit,
Oh.
We have to tell me say video me a yard enough.
Me
always remember that. Me always mentally. Me always remember that. So now me go think about when me edit that video, me go cut out all them part there. So you hurt me mentally.
I'm not hurt you mentally, nothing. Anyways, guys, I think this is pretty much it what we have for right now. If there's any more questions or opinions you have towards it, comment it down below. We can have a little discussion, or we will bring up the points that you have made in a following video. So just let us know if you have any topic suggestions that you want us to talk about. Let us know down below and we will get it done for y'all. So,
whatever she said.
I love going like on my channel, you see?
Whatever she said. So you said that is it?
Yep.
Guys, if you like this one, you get trick. If you like this one, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Hey, I'm gonna stop watching video man and subscribe to you think man, I kinda style that. I joke, man. But make sure to subscribe still. You know me, everybody did.
And I'm your girl Mel from Mixed Beauty Mel.
And that was the next one. I'm out.
Bye.